Another Sky game, another loss, Steve-O. The Chicago Sky go down to the New York Liberty 85-66 in this game. We're going to talk about it, break it all down and more right after this.
Welcome to Chicago Sky Central, and here's your host, Hayes.
What's going on, Sky fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Sky Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Sky related. Steve-O, myself, Hayes, in the building today. This is the Sky's first game since Vandersloot has officially been ruled out for the season. Some lineup changes here. Kia Nurse goes to the bench. Rebecca Allen comes into the starting lineup. Angel Reese does get 17 and 11 on 8 of 13 shooting today. She also has 2 steals, three assists, 11 rebounds in this game. But how'd you feel about this game overall, Steve-O?
Same shit, different day. It was just pretty much the same thing. Turning the ball over, I think they had
22 turnovers today.
22 turnovers, and they had like 11 in the first quarter. Like careless with the ball. I mean, I kind of anticipated when I didn't know who was gonna be the starter. Game time decision. Click on while they doing tip off. I see Rachel Benham at point guard. I said, "Oh, this shit about to be ugly. This shit about to be real ugly," and that's what it was. And it just comes to a point where like something big has to happen to for it to change, but that big thing that has to happen is not going to happen because like that's the only thing that will be able to flip this team around. Like the fact that the defense that we once had is not even there no more. There's no sign of it. The culture that we once had, there's just no fucking sign of it at all. And when it comes down to it, he tried to make some adjustments, which was in this on paper was good, putting Rebecca Allen in the starting lineup, and she decided to have her worst game as a Sky, which is unfortunate. I don't think she's going to have a similar performance, but it's going to be very difficult to win a game where Angel had to be fucking everything, literally everything, and that's kudos to her. It's kudos for her to have a good game after having a very, very, very terrible start to her season. To be able to go out, and I seen it within our first few shots, she just went out there and said, fuck it. And like she said before the game, she felt like she done the work and the work is going to show soon. And that soon was today. And all she could do was build up around it. But when you only get 11 from Ariel Atkins, 0 from Rebecca, 8 from Camilla, and 3 from fucking Rachel Banham, and then you have your backup point guard come in and Haley Van Liff, and she struggled completely shooting, making decisions, defense all over the board. It's just very tough to win against a very well, not only a high great shooting team in the Liberty, but a high defensive team and a former champion.
Yeah, it's tough to win games like this, and that's an unfortunate part of all of this because, like the Sky, coming into the season, there was excitement, new offensive system, all that type of thing. We knew where the Sky kind of fell at last year with defense and stuff like that, but overall, it just comes down to we this offense is trash, right? Like we have no type of offensive flow. Defensively, I will say they showed some better signs than I thought. I know saying that when you lose by almost 20 points is like, what are you talking about? He's like, they got better rotation, better a little bit of effort than we saw in some
Yeah.
games, but they still don't have what they had defensively last year either at all. For so far in the season. But this was a game where you come into this, you already were facing off against the Liberty, who are undefeated so far on this season, rightfully so. They're a great team. You can take nothing away from them on that one. But you just have to execute at a high level. And once again, what do we see? Rachel Banham, 1 of 6 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3-point range. Like you don't have any type of score. You have no offensive engine out there. And that's not to knock Angel Reese and what she did today. Hats off for her, 17 points, 11 rebounds. We needed every little bit of this in this game. And like you said, hats off to her for having a bounce back game after the last couple of performances that she's had. But you need an offensive engine. And, we thought that coming into the season, that was going to be having better point guards, right? Better guards that were going to be able to get the ball to our bigs, players moving off ball, those type of things, and none of that's actually come into fruition. All this talk that Tyler Marsh did, playing inside out, all that type of stuff, playing pick and roll, like we haven't done any of that. And now it's going to be even harder now that you don't have Courtney Vandersloot out there, your best passer by far on this team. And so now we're back to what we looked like in the second half of last year, or the last week of last year after Kennedy went down. There's no offense here. Ariel Atkins, 5 of 11 from her, 11 points. Shout out to her for being the only other player to score in double figures. But Ariel Atkins
Need
isn't the
more.
scorer than Kennedy Carter is. So like you don't have that. This is what's so damning about this team. The way that we were supposed to be able to score was operating as a heavy pick and roll team and getting the ball to your bigs and everybody moving off of that. Now with Sloot gone, unless they're going to use the hardship provision to get another point guard in here, we're just not going to have that this season. So that means that our offense is going to go back to you're just trying to find something that works each and every game, and it's going to be bad offense for the entirety of this season. Period.
Yeah. We scored 10 points in the third quarter.
That's crazy.
10. And it was 6 for the longest. It was 6 for majority of that whole quarter. Because we can't make sound. Like I said, I even said this last year. We both said that if Angel is the best in every category, that's a problem. Because she already has her own issues that she has to work on. The fact that she's the best passer, the best decision maker, the best scorer, the best everything on this team. That's the issue. She shouldn't have all this pressure on her because you just fucking poorly constructed the team. It's not built correctly. It's not built right. And unfortunately speaking, the way the money is set up and contracts are set up, ain't shit we could do about it. Because one, there's no value in nobody. There's no value in nobody, and you don't have any picks or stuff to trade off with, and then you already did that in the past. So we stuck with Rachel because she's under contract. Our other point guard, that's our backup point guard, can't stay healthy in Mo Jefferson. And we got a shooter playing point guard right now. Like I said, something drastic has to happen, and for something drastic to change about this team, but nothing can happen. There is literally, well, if something could happen, but Jeff's not gonna do it.
I tell you what, and Sonya Citron looks pretty damn good to start off the season through her first 10 games in the WNBA. But woulda, coulda, shoulda. That'll be a story for another.
I'm about to say I can't even say that because Tyler dumbass would have probably put Sonya at the damn four like he putting fucking Michaela. Did you see Michaela have the best fucking minutes of her life? Guess what position he was playing? The 3. What she been playing her whole fucking life. Yeah, I'm sorry, like when it comes down to people that I have the least amount of patience on this team right now with, it's fucking Cardoso and it's Tyler Marsh.
Yeah. Camilla is struggling, and it really. I hate to say this, but for Camilla, it really just comes down to effort. Like I don't know. Yeah, you got to have that killer. You got not even, I say killer instinct a lot when it comes to Camilla, but we ain't even at that point. Like before you can even get a killer instinct, you got to want it, right? Like you said, you got to have the want and desire to just be out there and competing. And right now, it seems like Camilla is so passive. She's just happy she's getting a check. And I don't understand that because like exactly like what are we doing out here? You're the biggest woman on the court more times than not. You're strong and you're fast. But we're not seeing any of that. None of that from Camilla in actuality. So it's just like Camilla's just a big body out there right now. And it's like we get a good performance from Camilla once every 5 or 6 games, and it reminds us of what she could be. But it's like if that's what's going to happen here, it's not going to work for you. It's not going to work for you.
Bro, she did a move today that I didn't know was possible. She did a fadeaway layup. I didn't know that was fucking possible. Like you was too the way her angle choices, she just don't play her size. And like and the fact that she finna go to fucking Brazil in a couple weeks is like, bro, can it do some good for her? Yes, because she will have the ball in her hands more than ever than she will on this team. But you need to fucking learn how to play with these motherfuckers. But at the same time, I don't know, bro. Like I like at this point, I've already said when you're a certain age in the basketball, you are who you are, and I just don't see Camilla changing.
Yeah, I mean, second year player, so I don't wanna, write the story and who and what she can be long term yet. Like I do want to give it some time. But it's just watching her play out there is so frustrating because for anybody who's watched her, you've seen like she's capable of so much more. If she wasn't capable, I wouldn't even be this frustrated. But we know that she's capable of more than this. She just has to assert herself. And I don't understand why she doesn't do it. Now I get it. Part of the reason that we hope that Sloot was going to be able to help get her the ball at the right times. Her Angel talked about it before the season of her taking on more of the point forward role and how she can get the ball to Camilla and the chemistry that they can have. But like at this point, Camilla's a non-fucking factor. And I hate
Bro,
saying that. I hate saying that.
it was a point down the stretch where Angel was on the right, looking at Camilla, fighting for a position. She said, "Fuck that! I'm going to the rim." That's not she's Angel is the last person to do something like that. Angel would give that ball to Camilla 9 times not. That was the first time I've seen her wave her off as a Sky player. That's telling. And she's not the first person she's been getting waved off all year by multiple other players on this team. That was the first time tonight I see Angel wave her off and said, "No, I'm going to the hole. I don't
Yeah, I mean,
trust you."
and shout out. I mean, she had 8-9 today, which is solid for what she's given us. But she had 3 turnovers, no blocks, and she played 19 minutes. Elizabeth Williams played more minutes than her. And I'll tell you this: like, while Elizabeth is not nearly the scorer Camilla could be, but you know what? You trust Elizabeth Williams to do her damn job. I would not be surprised if Camilla ends up getting benched if this continues, bro. We're 8 games into the season. 10 games makes a fourth of the way through. I mean, yeah, fourth of the way through the season. Do not be surprised if after game 10 we see some wholesale changes to the starting lineup if they don't start turning this shit around sooner rather than later.
They're gonna have to do something. Like at some point, like there's no like you're losing the same way, y'all getting blown out the same way, no matter the team. Like at the end of the day, something got to change because if it don't, it's just gonna be same thing we've been seeing since game one. This is the same thing.
Yeah, nothing's changed. Nothing, no chemistry's been built. Nothing's changed. The play calling hasn't gotten better. We haven't adapted to nothing that we've seen either that we do remotely even well to or the bad things. Like it's just this whole team right now is spinning their wheels. And Jeff Pagliosha is somewhere sitting down right now, looking like a fucking idiot after thinking he was about to look like a genius. And now look at us. Once again, the decisions of Jeff Pagliosha come back, and no matter how good they may look on paper at one point in time, it looks bad as it stands right now. 8 games into the 2025 season, it looks bad. Moving on from Spoon looks bad. Not keeping
Terrible.
Kennedy Carter looks bad. Trading the draft pick to bring in Ariel Atkins looks bad. None of your decisions are looking good. Courtney Vandersloot, bringing her back in. That she's sitting on the bench now. On the sidelines now. It looks bad. There's nothing that Pagliosha has done that now looks 8 games into the season that looks like it was a good move. None of it.
Mm-hmm. Literally everything he's done is you can look at. There's no positive. Nothing's positive. Hey, leave it and live. Don't look like a smart decision. Like we finally seen Maddie Westbeld today of all games. You gonna play her in this game of all games?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I don't like. It start with the coaching, and to me, Tyler. I don't know what the fuck Tyler can do to turn this around. I really don't.
I don't know either. Like I can't think of a worse way to start off your coaching career with having some excitement around you and the system that you can bring. Like I said, he said all the right things this offseason, a little bit of training camp we had. He said all the right things, but almost immediately after the tip off through preseason, we started looking at this motherfucker like, what was all this good shit, all this creative stuff that you talked about having, all this bag that you talked about wanting to unleash with Camilla, with Angel, and everybody else? Where is it? Nothing's looking good right now. You don't look like you can coach yourself out of a goddamn paper bag right now.
I don't know. I just don't know. Like there's simple things that he can do. Like I said earlier, Michaela could start playing at the 3 mode. Stop putting her at the 4. I don't know what took you so long to put Rebecca in the starting lineup. She should have been in the starting lineup. In what fashion is Rachel Banner being your point guard? There's no reasoning or behind it. I don't, as a coach, that just tells me I've already said he can't coach. That confirmed it to me. You gonna put Rachel
Yeah,
Banner at point guard?
you put in a player that everybody literally looks at and says she just needs to shoot, no dribbling, just shoot, and you put her as your point guard. Now, to that point though, Steve-O, she led the team in assists today with 5 assists. Something has to give, but I mean, like I just every decision that Tyler Marsh has made has just been mad questionable. Like Rachel Banham being your starting point guard, I get it. I'm not even going after HVL. She struggled too, like those type of things. But it's just you're where are you putting? What are you doing right now? Because you're not putting the ball in hands of players. Like you're not playing anybody to the strengths that they can have. It just doesn't make any sense, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going to happen here. I think that ultimately, like, this team is in a collective rut right now. They're down on themselves. They don't trust each other. They don't trust coaching. They aren't playing well. They're getting their ass kicked every time they step on a basketball court. It's hard in those type of scenarios to get anybody to get any type of momentum, rhythm, or even confidence built up, much less play well. But they're going to have to find a way. You're going to have to find a way to get to, like, you can't feel down on yourselves. Ain't nobody feeling sorry for you in the WNBA. Right now, the Sky are the laughing stock of the NBA, and they've deserved it. The 2 wins that you got came against Dallas, a team that's almost just as bad as you are, right? So, that's nothing to write home about. And we're in a tough stretch right now. We play Atlanta on Friday. We play the Sun on Sunday, which is crazy. And then, like, we got the Mystics and Phoenix next week. It's not getting any easier for you. It's not getting any easier at all.
Nope. At all.
So let me ask you this, Steve-O. We know that we are going to get, because she's been ruled out for the season, we're going to get a hardship provision. We're going to be able to sign another player. Is there anybody out there right now, and I know I'm putting you on the spot here, that you would look at that the Sky need to bring out that's out there? Haley Jones, Cheyenne Sellers.
I need somebody that can get a bucket. And the only person that's come to my mind that's you can go get available, no ties, nothing, go get Deja Kelly.
Okay. I can get with that.
It might put your ass in a fucking pickle when you in practice and you see her and Haley going at it, but that's a different conversation for another day.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do something, and it sucks that you're looking at that as being something like your team needs, because you have nobody on this roster that can play point guard, that I feel confident playing point guard right now. Just nobody. And you're gonna have to do something to get it. They said, is Deja Kelly available? I think she is.
Yep.
Let me double check.
She's a free agent. Nobody touched her or called her. But she's the only person. I mean, the Harmony girl as well, she's available, but I seen more out of a Deja, and Deja got way more experience playing the point guard position, so she could be a little bit more of a playmaker, and then switch into that combo guard role as well, which we need more than anything right now.
I hope the Sky do something. I don't know how much longer we got into the provisions going to be granted. Hopefully Jeff Pagliosha is actually put in the paperwork for it, because you can't put anything past him because he's a fucking idiot. But hopefully they're doing something there. Something got to be given, man, because right now this team is struggling, and if they're not going to do something, man, then this is just going to be a lost season.
It's just going to be a waste. Yeah,
it was going to be a waste of a season. So we'll see what can happen, man. We got a little bit more time to wait until we can sign somebody, but maybe once that does happen, the Sky will be ready and in position to go out and get Deja Kelly. I'm not mad at Deja Kelly be coming in here, because you need something, and maybe a new face can bring in a shot in the arm that Chicago Sky desperately need. Because she's 23, 24 years old?
23.
So hopefully, I don't know, man, but Kennedy Carter's season ends at the end of the month. I don't know, bro. I don't know what to say. So we shall see what's happening, man.
Ain't nothing much to say. It really ain't.
Yeah, it's been a struggle, and we appreciate you guys for still supporting and rocking with us because we know it's hard to keep supporting the team when they've been losing at this level and as much of a struggle. Nothing looks good right now for the Chicago Sky, and one thing that we're not going to do is we're not going to try to gas it. It's bad. Everything's bad right now, and so hopefully they can find a way to turn it around. I'm not too hopeful as things stands right now because it feels like the people that are running the show right now are all idiots. Tyler Marsh, Jeff Pagliosha, they're both idiots. So we'll see what happens, man.
I don't know what the fuck y'all did in the Bulls era, but y'all did something. Cause we cursed on this whole damn. Like I said, they ain't even talking about Simeon no more. That's how bad Chicago
Bro,
basketball is
Chicago
bad.
basketball is like, I don't know, like they sold somebody's soul to get those 6 rings because Chicago basketball is just all over the place right now, man.
Shit is goofy.
We shall see. We shall see. Anything left, Steve-O, before we get up out of here, brother?
Kim Monkey, you want to coach? No, I'm playing. Not playing. I swear to God, I'm playing. They gonna be like, you want Kim Monkey for it? Hell no. I am playing.
Yeah. We shall see, man. We appreciate y'all for standing in, man. Make sure you guys are following us at Chicago Sky Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoSkyCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Sky related, and we'll see y'all lovely and beautiful people on the next one. I wish I could say go Sky, but at this point, get your life together. Love y'all. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.